about it.
Hey yo, on two, mic check.
What's good, price action nation? I'm back with another video, and today I'm gonna be giving you guys a market breakdown on 5 currency pairs. So let's get into it. The pair that we're going to start with today is EURJPY. So I always start my analysis on the daily time frame, as always. I'm gonna look for my key levels. And once I found my key levels, daily time frame, look for my trend lines. I only apply trend lines if I can spot a trend. As long as I can't spot a trend, I'm not going to apply the trend. So you need to make sure that you get the most touches on your trend. Make sure you get the most touches on your trend line so that it is more accurate. So from what I can already see on the daily time frame is that we did come to our trend line right here, but we haven't touched our resisting trend line. It means price can still go up. It doesn't really have to come down here. It can still go up. There's still chances that price might go up. So now I'm going to go to the 4-hour time frame, and that's where I'm going to be zoning out my key levels. I zone out my key levels from the daily time frame. Like I said last time, you need to make sure that your zones are thin. I think this one's good. So now I'm going to look for more key levels on the 4-hour time frame. You just wait for this. So, and for my key levels, I spot one right here. Nice key level. I think it's a good one too. Make sure you focus at where currently price is. Make sure that I think that's enough for the 4-hour time frame, and I can't really spot any trends. Maybe I not this one, but it doesn't really look clean to me, so I'm just gonna leave that. So let me just go to the 1-hour time frame. Now you can see that we had this pattern, large pattern here. Had this large pattern, which we just broke out of right here. Now with that, we had a breakout towards the downside. We might expect price push further down. Right, that's what we might actually expect. The price will push further down because we do have this resisting zone and this resisting trend line right here, which means we could expect that price is going to fall right here. So let me just look for more zones, or rather key levels, on the 1-hour time frame. Nice one there. Basically, not much can be added on the 1-hour time frame. Just from what I've seen, from what I've analyzed, I just think that price is going to be falling the rest of the week. Price might be falling. Maybe it's just going to try come and tackle these lows. This is what I could actually be expecting. So now let's go to our second currency pair, which is NZDJPY. So I will start my analysis. On the daily time frame. So let me just look for my key levels. Nice one. Another one. So I don't really spot much here, but I think we do have this nice trend line that can be applied here. So we can already see that we have an expanding channel. We already see that we have an expanding channel on the daily time frame. We are currently on this supporting level. It means that we are expecting a push towards the upside. And since NZDJPY is correlating with EURJPY, that makes us reconsider our selling opportunities. The sells on EURJPY might be possible the price can reverse here. So you should be skeptical with your sells here. So let's go back to NZDJPY. Now let's go down to a lower time frame, 4-hour time frame. So as usual, I zone out my key levels from the daily time frame. But I think these two will do. And now I'm gonna look for my key levels on 4-hour time frame. I think that's a nice one right there. We have multiple touches on this key level, which we just broke. So that's telling us something. Now looking at trends, we have this downtrend. Now with this trend line, it makes everything simpler because now we know that all we have to do is wait for the breakout, retest, and we'll be anticipating push towards the upside, right? That's what we're anticipating. And also, since we already have this break of this key level, which is actually very strong, we now expect it to play a role of support. Let me just go down to the 1-hour time frame. And okay, as you can see, that price broke this. Let me just delete this. This price broke this. Now it's coming back for a retest, and that's when we could be anticipating our buys all the way up. So this would be a nice swing trade right here. It would be a nice swing trade. You could swing this for long term, but then, like I said, guys, I always say that we do not predict, we only follow. So now this is the 1-hour time frame. So now we already know that we're anticipating buys. So let me just go down to the 15-minute time frame. Here we can already spot this heads and shoulders pattern. Now price seems to be coming back for a retest, and we could be expecting a push towards the upside. That's what we could be expecting, but I do see this level. Make sure you don't stop looking for your key levels. They're very, very important. Look at that. It's a massive drop. Look at that. Look at that. Massive drop. So I think I'm going to move on to the next pair now. It's going to be Euro USD. Let's go to Euro USD. Let's go to the daily time frame. Start with our key levels. Make sure you focus on what's currently happening. Don't go too far. Don't want to confuse yourself. I think that's enough on the daily time frame. Now I do see that we are in slow uptrend. A very, very slow up, but it is a trend, so worth taking account for. So now I don't think there's a reason for the resisting trend line. Let's just go to the 4-hour time frame. Don't want to make this video too long, but it is going to be a long video. So now you can already spot this resisting trend line right here. You can see that nice resisting trend line. So now, first thing is that I zone out my key levels. I think that's enough for the 4 hour time frame, but let me just fix this trend now. Not really looking its best. I think this is a good play. I could anticipate this. So with this supporting level, so as you can see that we're coming from this supporting level on the first, second, and third touch. The price is already starting to print a nice heads and shoulders pattern here. Let me just go to the 1 hour time frame. So I already know what I'm anticipating. Okay, this is why I included the heads and shoulders pattern on my patterns videos, because it's a pattern that's constantly getting printed by price. This is what I'd be anticipating. Obviously, I'm having this, and when price gets here, we're looking to go long. So this is EURUSD, what I'm actually anticipating. But then we do not predict the markets; we only follow. So let's say price does break here, does go down, breaks, maybe it'll give you a nice retest, and that's when you'd have to be patient. Actually, wait for price to get here. Maybe it would be giving you a nice double bottoms, and that's when you might anticipate an even better risk to reward ratio. See right here. So anything can happen, guys. Really, anything can happen. You just have to adjust to the market conditions. That's all you have to do. So let's move on to now our next currency pair. Let me just give you guys a nice recap on EURUSD. So first, we spotted our key levels. Here we have our key levels, and then we did also spot this trend line, upwards trend line right here, and price is coming from this trend line with our third touch, first touch, we have our first touch, second touch, and third touch right there. So now let me just remove that. Go down to the 4 hour time frame. There we go. You can see the price is coming for us from our daily supporting trend line and also our 4 hour time frame supporting trend line like that. And it's kind of starting to print out a nice heads and shoulders pattern, but it's not complete yet, so it's still too early to tell. And that's why I'm anticipating buys on this currency pair. But that's all I actually see on EURUSD. And the next pair that we're going to be analyzing is Euro. It's actually AUDCAD. Just gonna go to the daily time frame. Spot out my key levels. I'm gonna try to do this faster. I'm trying to make this video short as possible. So I spotted out my key levels. Now I'm just gonna look for the trends, which I actually don't see any trends here. Just for maybe this is the trend that we could be spotting here. Yeah, so I think that's good enough for the daily time frame. I'll go into the 4 hour time frame. So always zone out my key levels from the daily time frame. Now this will no longer be key levels. They are now zoned. So as you guys can see that we had this nice double bottoms pattern printed for us here, and I think it's actually the same thing right here too, that we're having this nice pattern that I think price is trying to print for us. The pattern that I'm anticipating. Let me just remove that. I'm just going to look for more key levels on the 4 hour time frame. we had our touches right there. I think that's enough for our time frame. Now let's go to the 1 hour time frame. Yeah, I think pretty clear here that we had this nice uptrend, which price just broke. And now maybe what we could be anticipating is that price could come back for correction and then push upwards. Price could come back to this supporting zone and then push upwards, right? So maybe you'd have trade running from here, and you'd be looking to go long. And this is on the 1 hour time frame. I don't really think we need to go to the 15-minute time frame or the 30-minute time frame here. I think everything is actually clear. So let me just do a quick recap on AUD. On the daily time frame, I started by pointing out my key levels, and then I also spotted this downwards trend line, and then I went to the 4 hour time frame, which is where I then zoned out my key levels from the daily time frame as always. And I did see that we are coming from our supporting trend line, which means I'm now anticipating a push towards the upside, which means I'm only ready to take buy trades on this currency pair. I'm only ready to take buy trades. And then I did also point out more key levels on the 4 hour time frame, and then I went to the 1 hour time frame, which is where I spotted this trend that we actually had right here. And now I'm anticipating that price is going to come to retest our support level here and then push towards the upside. But then price might break it, it might not. I always say that we don't predict, we only follow. Let me just go to the 15-minute time frame. Okay, it actually looks more clear on the 15-minute time frame, because you can see the price did break the trend line and then came back. Now it's retesting it, and it seems like it's going to come down to retest this zone, and that's when we'd be looking for buy. The price might be coming down to test this support level on my trend line, because we've had a couple of touches. Trend line, let me actually cater for more touches. The price might come down here, so just depends on what kind of candlesticks you get as price approaches this support level. If price doesn't seem to respect it, then you'd have to hold back on your trades, on your buying trades, and maybe you could have your buy trades somewhere around here. Price might come down, tap you in, and then that's when you'd be looking to buy. So now let's move on to our next instrument, which is actually our last instrument for this video, which is US30, my favorite index. So as always, start with my key levels. I think that's enough key levels. Now the trends. The trend line. So we're obviously anticipating for price to come. Step our trend line for the third time. Third touches are always the best touches, guys. Our resisting trend line. Make sure you cater for most touches. And I think that's it for the daily time frame. Let's go down to the 4 hour time frame. Now I can already see that price is actually starting to crawl towards this supporting level, which means that buyers are starting to come in, and these sellers, all this sell pressure is starting to decrease, right? So now the first things first. I think that's enough. Now look for my key levels in the 4 hour time frame. Good one. This one is valid too. I don't know if we actually have a trend here. Maybe I could say so. In this trend line that I just drew, I can see that we are coming from that supporting level, and I have this resisting trend line, but our first, second, and third touch. So that's a triple bottom. Let's just go down to the 1 hour time frame so that I can see everything clearly. Move this. Okay, so we've already had a couple of touches on our supporting level here. So we've already had our first, second, and third touch. Price tried to come for a fourth touch, but the buyers are just too strong. It means we could be expecting price to actually start pushing towards the upside here. But you can see the price did reject here. This is currently sideways trend. It's currently in a sideways trend. I do see that price is creating lower highs. Okay? It's creating lower highs. If price breaks here, price breaks this trend line on the retest, then I could be anticipating buys. Right? But I do think that price might actually push towards the downside so that it can test this support level on the daily time frame. Because as you can see, price hasn't really touched this support level. So let's go down. I think we're at on the 1 hour time frame. Let me just go to the 15-minute time frame. Yeah, I think that's really it on US30. That's really it. But for now, I'd really be looking for sells here because price is still below this resistance level and also this resisting trend line. So yeah, that's it. Those are the 5 pairs, guys, that I wanted to analyze with you guys. Give you guys a nice market breakdown on today. So that's it for today, guys. If you like this video, make sure you destroy that like button, comment, be sure to subscribe. Peace.
It's A Cubes. Yeah.